Okay, well, Dwight, thank you for the great talk. And good morning, everyone. Glad to be able to join you today, at least remotely. So I'm a program officer at the National Institute of Mental Health, and I serve as the NIH coordinator for the CRCNS program. It's been a pleasure to listen to many of the exciting talks so far, and I want to acknowledge and say a big thank you to the this year's meeting organizers. So I just plan to present a very brief overview of NIH funding programs that are relevant to computational neuroscience. And as always, encourage you all to reach out to myself and my NIH colleagues with any questions. Starting off, of course, with the CRCNS program. As you know, this has been a long-running interagency program that has significantly benefited the NIH neuroscience ICs, allowing them to support unique collaborative research proposing to study the nervous system using innovative computational and theoretical methods. While we do receive a fair number of neurocomputational proposals through our standard NIH parent announcements, the CRCNS program has been really unique in its ability to attract these highly collaborative, cross-disciplinary projects, often requiring deep computational expertise. Additionally, CRCNS's ability to leverage international partnerships that enable cost sharing in U.S. foreign collaborative projects have allowed us to more efficiently support projects under budget constraints. And I should clarify that such projects are not impacted by the recent NIH policy on NIH-funded international collaborations, as these CRCNS grants do not involve a sub-award, since the foreign components are funded exclusively by one of our international funding partners. Beyond CRCNS, as you all know, the BRAIN Initiative has been another avenue through which NIH solicits computational neuroscience research. One of its priority research areas is the development of novel theoretical models and data analysis tools. And under this priority area, there's currently one active RFA indicated in the slide, soliciting projects proposing to develop and validate novel theories and models and methods for understanding brain function across multiple scales, including behavior, with priority given to projects that apply these approaches to analyzing and interpreting the data that's been emerging from the BRAIN Initiative. And so this was an RFA that was recently renewed and has 2 remaining receipt dates. Of course, NIH also supports computational neuroscience research outside of these dedicated initiatives through our standard research program parent announcements. These include the Parent R01, investigator-initiated grant for the more mature research projects that are hypothesis-driven and have strong preliminary data. There is the smaller award mechanism, including the R21, for more exploratory developmental research at the earlier conceptual stages. And there's also the R03 that are tightly focused projects that could be used to support pilot feasibility studies or secondary analysis of data. I also want to mention a recent digital resource that may be helpful as you start planning for a grant submission. There's now a website that NIH launched that allows you to search for current scientific priorities and specific topics of interest for different ICs. These are called NIH highlighted topics. This is not a funding opportunity and is simply a resource to inform the community about NIH's latest scientific interests. And unless stated, proposals that are aligned with some of these interests would need to be submitted through the standard parent announcements. NIH also has a wide array of research, training, career development, and related programs that extend across a researcher's career, supporting individuals during the years of both pre- and postdoctoral training and during the transition to research independence. And so for prospective applicants, we encourage you to reach out to the training program officers of the IC that provides a best fit for your proposed research. And in this final slide, I've just listed the various NIH program staff that serve as leads for the CRCNS initiative in their respective institutes. Please feel free to contact those concerning research priorities and questions about alignment of your planned research application. And lastly, I just want to relay a request. on behalf of my colleagues at the NIH Center for Scientific Review. They asked that if you haven't already, please consider volunteering to be a reviewer. As you know, many of the study sections in the past month were canceled due to the lapse in government funding. And so having a larger reviewer pool to consider now will help them with rescheduling efforts under a very tight timeline. And so you can nominate yourself to be considered for review through the CRCNS website for early career reviewers specifically, or by directly contacting an SRO for the relevant study section to express your interest. That's it. Thank you very much.